I'm going to stain this top piece at least, and then get it ready to put a coating on it. I had to sand the corner. This is the worst part of it over here, but it's really smooth and ready to be stained, so I'm excited about getting that part done. I was cleaning up and I had this blade down inside of this cabinet here. I lifted it up and turned, and I didn't even feel like I hit anything, but it apparently touched the corner of this front piece of glass, and it's tempered, and it just blew up. Step is to stain this cabinet. Then I'm going to come over here, put all this in permanent. I think the final coat, I went ahead and put the backsplash in. It worked. I got the sink put in earlier. Little things, but until she gets all of her painting done and we get to that point where I've got a little bit of trimming and sealing to do, I won't be back in here, so I'll be starting on her porch soon. I spent an entire day squaring up this porch because it was really crooked. I mean, it might not have been crooked whenever I pulled it apart, but it was crooked after I got it off the old shop, and it had some messed up edges. So went around and repaired all this and got it squared up. My batteries all ran out, so, and you can see here both the end caps were rotten, so I replaced this end cap. It worked out perfectly where I can put a beam here which goes to the peak up there, and that will help with all the the door opening and everything not being in the way. So I'm really glad that happened, because otherwise I was gonna have to do some funky thing to hold it. This is today's worth of work here. Why is this upside down? I don't know. That's stupid. Maybe that helps. Anyway, so this is what we got done. Let me get up in here and show you. So the rest of it is just going to get framed in with some wood, and then I've got to put a door in and finish the rest of it out with wood, and that way she'll have a little spot there to set stuff as she needs to. I got this stuff put in, and I got to finish that which I'm fixing to do, and I got that put in. Actually do this hole first, I think. Oh, it's not that cold out here. It's nice. This will be enough. Yeah, it's like 35 degrees and a little bit of wind. So it's probably 20 something. Anyway, it's supposed to be 60 today or 59 or whatever. And I just want to get this done. Checked out what the price of the wood is. And the boards that I have, I think, are 2x10. And I think they're 10 or 12 foot long. And those boards, I'm not joking, are $45 each. So sitting over there in the barn, I've got hundreds of dollars worth of boards that I probably paid, I don't know, $12 or $15 a piece for. So it's just ridiculous, and there's no way she can afford to pay for that. So I'm probably gonna rip a few of those down to get the materials I need to build this roof. All of this was going to be done with stuff I had out here and purchase as little as possible, which is, we've done really well so far. I've had to purchase some screws, obviously, because I just didn't have enough of those. There's so many screws in here you couldn't count them. She purchased the flooring. She's purchased all of this appliance stuff. And what else did she purchase? Oh, insulation, because we had to re-insulate under there, which you probably seen in one of my older videos. So all the insulation she had to buy. The stuff that was in here was rat infested, nasty crap. So really, that's the extent of it. All of this wood that's in here was repurposed from the shop tear down, or the wood shop tear down, whatever you want to call it. Have video for that. So even these windows right here, those are plexiglass pieces. They were busted out. Obviously, whatever I could save out of this thing when I gutted it, we reused a lot of the screws and stuff. So we're almost done. I mean, we're almost to the point where she can move in. It's really up to her to finish doing whatever it is she wants to do, because everything's functional now. We did have to purchase that faucet because there was no way to use the old stuff because it was broken. But this sink came from Grandpa, and that thing probably weighs almost 200 pounds. All of this came out of the old wood shop. It did have a bathroom. This was a faucet from the kids' bathroom in the house. She did have to buy some light fixtures, but honestly, she has not had to buy that much stuff. And you know, obviously she had to buy the glue for the flooring and paint, so there's not a huge expense here. She did pay for the AC heater unit. Came off eBay. It was the cheapest one. And the roofing compound that I put up, and it's basically truck bed liner and then a spray-on reflector. Everything else has come from junk and crap that was just either laying around out here or came off of that building. So I feel like we've accomplished our goal and we're nearing the end, but not quite. So I'll try to get this finished so we can say we're done. And I'm really looking forward to that. Remember that whole spiel I was giving you earlier about using repurposed material? Well, it just so happens that these aluminum beams that we got off of a church, given to us, are the exact size of these beams. And these are strong, very strong. That's actually where they were being used, is as kind of a header for the windows. So all I need to do is notch these. There's a bit of a notch to get them to countersink down to the size of a 2x4. And so once I get these notched, they fit right in, which I believe will cut down the time tremendously, and of course free material, which I'm excited because these I went over and I got these 2x12s. Okay, 2x12s. I don't know what a 2x12 costs. It's more than 45 bucks. These are 8-footers. So I was going to have to rip these down, splice them together in order to make that happen. But God provided and gave us plenty of these aluminum pieces. So let's get after it. I didn't think I was gonna already have to use these, but it's already come in handy. Those are basically, this is how I'm gonna install it. I'll trim those down a little bit and put a full 2x4 split in there, which will pinch this, and then I'm gonna run, since this is a double 2x6 header, I'm gonna run some long 3-inch screws down into that. So that should be pretty stout on both sides. But I've got a lot of these to do, obviously. So I'm not going to bore you with it. Okay, got all the cross beams up. I just went and picked this material up to put on it. Very sturdy. She's gonna have a bunch of plants in there. It's kind of like her little extra greenhouse attached to her house, so I want to try to make sure it's as pest free as possible. So I'm gonna foam all around the edges, plus it needs it anyway because it's gonna need that weatherproofing for winter time. But I'm very, very grateful that I've gotten it done, and I'm just exhausted. I'm ready to quit. This is the last big part of this. I do still need to make some steps for the porch. This is the wrap up of this house because basically we had to stop during the winter, so she didn't get everything painted as nice as she wanted, and but it still turned out nice. You still got to finish the painting, got an outside painting to do. This is what it looks like inside. It's really dusty and windy today, but yeah, I think it turned out pretty good. I've got a little bit of work to do still left on the roof. She probably ain't gonna want me to show you this, but yeah, here's her little kitchen, and she's got it all fixed up, and she's got her little workstation along with the paint station. She's got her bathroom all fixed up. Shower good to go. And then her bedroom, she had me put this up. so she could close her closet off. She didn't make her bed today. Shame on you, Kayla. So yeah, I feel like it turned out really good. It's a nice little place. That's pretty much going to wrap it up. I mean, there's still a few odds and ends that need to be done that hopefully I can get finished this year. And she's still got a little bit of work left to do, but she's living in here now and she's happy with it. That's kind of all that matters. So I hope you enjoyed the series about this build. It was a long time building it, and if I had to do it all over again, I would start fresh with something that had nothing in it. In other words, I wouldn't want to tear it out. I'd want to start with a clean slate, and that way I could just build everything, because redoing all this stuff, it takes a lot more time and it's much harder to make everything work.